Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my September plan with me, and this is coming out extremely late. I was contemplating not even uploading this, but I really love how this spread turned out, so I decided I was going to upload it anyway. So I decided to go with a fall theme for September. It's a little bit early for fall where I live. It's just the temperatures are just now starting to drop a little bit here at the end of September, but I really love fall, and I knew that I wanted my October spread to be Halloween themed. So I did the fall leaves for September, and I really like how this turned out. And now I am just moving on to my monthly spread. As you've seen before, I use the typical calendar style layout because I feel like as a student it just helps me to visually see when my stuff is due, like when I have tests and stuff like that. So yeah, and also hopefully this video the angles are a little bit better. This part's not so great, but the rest of it's pretty good for the most part. So yeah, I'm just going in here. I go ahead and map everything out before I start the video, so it's not too entirely long. So now I'm just filling everything in on this calendar page. I decided to go with colored pencils for all my coloring and accent colors because I just find with my water brush that sometimes the paper wrinkles because it's not thick enough to hold, the liquid very well. And also my Prismacolor set just happens to have the perfect fall colors already in it. So I just decided to go with that for this month. And then the boxes on the right hand side I use for a goals section, which would be any kind of goals I have for the month. And then last month I used the second box as a to buy section, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use it for the same way or not yet this month, because whereas last month in August I had a lot of stuff to get for school, it's September now. I don't really have that much stuff I'm thinking about buying, so I'm not really sure what I'll end up using that second box for. So now I am moving on to my YouTube page spread thing. I did this last month, except for I did a larger calendar, but I found with the larger calendar that I didn't have enough room to plan out my videos and actually write what I was going to talk about or things that I needed for the videos and stuff like that. So I decided to make a smaller calendar this time for this page, and hopefully I'll end up using it more than I did last month, but we'll see. September's going to be really busy for me, so I'm not holding my breath. And also you'll notice that I did decide to use my markers for this page and the next page as well. I used my Crayola thin-tipped markers, and I think it turned out pretty good. I don't really mind so much when things bleed through. It doesn't really bother me that much, so that's why I'm totally okay using those markers. Now moving on to my budget spread. This has changed drastically from how I did it in August, and that's just because I'm still kind of figuring out exactly how I want to do this budget spread. Last month I basically just tracked my paychecks and my spending, but I realized that tracking my spending for me was just pointless because I track it all in my like apps that I have with my bank accounts on my phone, and I just felt like it was repetitive and it didn't serve me any real purposes. So I did change it up quite a bit. As you can see with this new spread, I'm going to be tracking like how much money I'm spending on gas and how much money I'm going to be putting towards my loans for school, and things like that. And I'm also tracking how much money is in my checking, savings, and my rainy day fund at the beginning and the end of the month. Then I also put a section for bills because I decided to get Spotify Premium, and I'm going to be getting TV here this month. And also I included my shots for allergy shots in there as well because I consider those to be a bill since I have to pay a copay each time I go. And then where it says gauge in my little thing there in the middle, that's my personal trainer that I'm working with. And then I decided to put a predicted and an actual value so this way I can try to budget out how much I think I'm going to spend that month and then see what I actually end up spending. Now moving on to my weekly spread, I did change this up quite a bit from August's weekly spread. In August, I had the notes section, the mini calendar, and my workout section on the left-hand side, and then I also had this large chunk where it had the days of the week like listed beside the workout section, and then I had my meal section and my like daily tasks section on the right hand side together. And I found that I didn't have enough room in my daily section to write everything that I needed, which is why I decided to make it significantly larger and take up most of the space on the left hand side of the page. And the workouts and the meal section stayed the same size. I just put them together instead of having them like spaced out. And I also included a actual section for my work schedule, whereas in August I had just kind of created a little section within my daily to-do section where I would write off, like what days I was working that week. But this time I included an entire section for my work schedule, and it has worked out really well for me. So here is the final flip through. I really love how my September page turned out. It turned out way better than I pictured it turning out, and it's just, I love it so much. And then my monthly spread, it turned out pretty good, I think, as well. I still don't know what I'm using that second box for, but I will figure it out at some point. And then I also added in those dots that I did on some of my other spreads. And then my YouTube page, I'm hoping that I'll actually be using this month, but in that calendar section, I just plan on like starring the days that I plan on filming or uploading, and I left myself plenty of space to, write out like my ideas for my videos and things like that. And then my budget, I have a place where I'm tracking my paychecks, my bills, what I plan to spend and what I actually spend on things like gas, my loan, my personal trainer, and just other random stuff. And I also have my tracker at the bottom to see what my bank accounts look like at the beginning and the end of the month as well. And this budget spread, I think, turned out way better than my last one, and I'm hoping that I'll actually be using this and that it is actually helpful for me this month. Onto my weekly spread, I definitely changed this up from August. I included the days right there, and then a whole section for my work schedule, and a nice big chunk of space for my daily tasks. And then I have the workout and meals section, which I may get rid of the meals section altogether. I just am not sure yet. And then I have my notes and my little mini calendar up there at the top, and then I added those little leaves as a little extra touch of something. And yeah, that is my spread for this month. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a like and make sure you subscribe if you want to see more of my bullet journal videos. I'm definitely planning on doing one every single month, and hopefully I'm going to get them out actually on time for you guys. So make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Yeah, peace out, dudes.